welcome back to Fox 43 AM Live. Join us now is Steve Waugh with the Topeka Jazz Workshop, talking with us this morning about the United States Air Force Airmen of Note Big Band Show coming to the Topeka Performing Arts Center on Monday, May 5th. Good morning.
Good morning, Dane.
Great to have you on the show this morning. I'll start out. Tell us about the Airmen of Note. What's happening here?
So Topeka Jazz Workshop, most people would recognize us as doing a regular concert season. We had an opportunity, literally, that, no pun intended, kind of fell out of the sky into my lap when the leader of the Airmen of Note called me and said, you know, we're doing one of our Midwest tours. We need one more spot to kind of end it up. How about you guys?
Perfect.
So I dialed up my friends over at TPAC, who have been great to work with, and it's great to have them back kind of alive and well and doing things downtown. Said, let's do this. And they said, yes, let's do this. So we're coming to town with the U.S. Air Force Airmen of Note. They are the official big band, jazz band of the U.S. Air Force.
Okay.
Now, the Air Force itself, like all of the military services, have a band program. Everybody that gets into these bands, and the top ones are all audition bands, everybody that gets in them go through basic training. They do all of that stuff. So they're literally a trained warrior, maybe with a trombone. But that's okay.
Yeah.
They are some of the finest musicians in the world, and the music they play is equally out of this world.
That's fantastic.
This particular band has a lineage back to Glenn Miller and World War II, when he started to do this big band stuff as entertainment for the troops. So bands these days, service bands, they perform at official ceremonies, for instance. They are a public relations arm that can go out and create goodwill, maybe help for recruiting, etc. They also provide a valuable morale and esprit de corps boost to the troops that they're serving.
Of course.
Whether they're deployed in the U.S. or whether they're on an international deployment. I mean, that's one of their main purposes.
That's amazing. Yeah, we don't really think too much about the band section of the military branches. Like, can you speak on like maybe the importance of just music in general in the community, and like what it means for like the military to have a band section to be just touring around like this?
Wow, I don't know that I can speak totally for all that, but I think it's a lot like our community. Our community looks to the arts to provide, and this is just my own personal view, the arts provide the soul of the community, in my mind.
Yeah.
And when a great entertainers come to town, or even local entertainers, we have such a great well of talent here in this city, whether it's for visual arts, whether it's for musical arts, but it's really the soul of the community, in my mind. Other people might disagree.
Well, I don't disagree with you. I agree with you. I think the soul of a lot of things is the music, is the art, and it's great that we haven't quite forgotten about it yet. So come Monday, what can people expect for the show?
So they're going to roll into town about 3:30, and they come fully equipped like any military operation would. They roll into town with a bus and a truck. They load in their gear into TPAC. They do it all. We do a sound check. By about 5 o'clock, they'll be ready. I'm going to treat them to dinner, but then the show comes on at 7:30. This is a free show.
Yes.
Free is important. You can't walk up to the door though and expect to get in. You got to get your tickets by signing on to the website and downloading, print it off, wave that at the door, you'll come in.
Perfect.
Now, the reason they do that, this is all the Department of Defense that drives this, the reason they do that is so that they can kind of keep track of the number of people that they expect. They don't want to have 2,000 people show up in a 500-person space.
Yeah, that'd be bad.
So luckily, with TPAC, we've got a big space. as of Monday this week, we had a little over 1,000
all right.
that had requested tickets, which is a great number.
Yeah, that's going to be fantastic. And I know Topeka, we're very last minute when it comes to getting their tickets.
We can be, that's for sure.
So definitely get your tickets now. Where can people get their tickets for the show?
Here's what I would do, and it's what I did. On our website, topekajazz.com, you go to www.topekajazz.com. The landing page is going to show, coming Monday, the U.S. Air Force Airmen of Note. Click this button if you want tickets. It's that simple.
Wonderful.
How many do you want? 3. That's simple. Print them out. Done.
Free.
Free.
I love it.
Free.
That is great.
And it's great music. They'll be playing kind of some of the older swing style music, as well as some more contemporary stuff. You listen to these guys solo. These are true, deeply studied and well-practiced musicians, jazz musicians. They'll blow your hat off.
Sounds like it's going to be a great
It's a wonderful, wonderful deal. It'll be about an hour and a half, probably, maybe closer to 2 hours. I think there's maybe a short break in there. I'm not sure, because, like I said, military precision. They're going to start at 7:30. It'll probably, undoubtedly, start with the national anthem, which is appropriate and fine, and that's great. But then they're going to roll into the program.
Fantastic. Well, Steve, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's great to hear about the show coming up on Monday. I'm very excited for it.
Good. I'm glad you are.
And everyone, please, to get your tickets, go to topekajazz.com.